Hey, good morning. You're on with Big J. Let's talk. You know what? I want to come on today and talk about the media because what you don't understand is the young man has been telling you all along it's just basketball. Now the thing, and I think they want to live through him. I don't think that they really appreciate what he's saying. He's not turned on by LeBron James. I almost say King James. He's not turned on by the players in the NBA. He's been around these guys his entire life. Let me tell you a story before I show you this video. I used to coach I started coaching Pop Warner football before I coached high school football. And one of the things that I noticed when I first got around the game is that the little brothers of the big stars, the big brothers, they didn't care. They were somewhere over in a sandbox doing something different. But let me tell you something. When it came time for those little brothers to grow up and now it's their turn, for some reason they were beasts, yet they were never around us practicing during our football games halftime. That's when they had their fun. They were on the field throwing the ball, but they were not impressed by the quote unquote stars on the team. And what you see from LaMelo Ball is the same thing. He's not impressed because like he said, when Lonzo was doing his thing, I was over in Lithuania. I was trying to do my thing, or I was somewhere playing because it didn't matter to him. He was a kid growing up. And I think what so many people misunderstand is that his dad allowed them to have a life outside of basketball. And like he said, well, that wasn't me. He's not turned on by that. Why do you guys keep trying to develop the narrative and make a narrative as though he needs to be turned on by, oh, how does it feel you're going to play LeBron James? Or how does it feel you're going to do this? Oh, being back in LA, get off of it, media. That's your narrative. You're turned on by LeBron. He's not. Didn't you watch Ball in the Family? Playing video games, having fun, enjoying his friends. So guess what? I'm going to tell you again. Most of those young baby brothers, the players with us, they never were around. They didn't care. But when it came time for them to play, you seen what you see in LaMelo Ball. Stars. We had a young man, I'm not going to say his name this year, won a Super Bowl ring with Tampa Bay. He was on our squad. Back then, when he was all my son and the younger kids, they didn't care that the midgets or those teams were winning championships. They didn't care. They were there having fun. They were kids. Let the young man live his life and stop trying to pull something out of him that you want to live or that excites you. Stop. Listen to the video and you'll get what I'm saying. It's just my opinion, though.
Hey, LaMelo, I also cover the Lakers and remember, when you were a teenager, you being around Staples Center a lot, going on the road with your dad to Laker games. I'm wondering, how did that experience at that age help prepare you for everything you're encountering now that you're in the league yourself?
At that age, I feel like it was a cool little experience. Other than that, I really can't think of too much, honestly. Going back then, I just think of like Lithuania and stuff like that, real far away. So yeah, don't have too much.
Sorry to cut you off. I just wonder if there's lessons that you learned, or it seems like that's kind of like an instruction manual that a lot of guys coming into the league don't get. They don't get to see that at that age, and I wondered if that maybe was like some kind of cheat code for you.
I'll just say I was enjoying life. I guess I wasn't really looking at it like that.
You can tell when certain individuals have never been around sports or never played sports. Because, again, when it comes to the younger brother of a sibling who is a quote-unquote star in college or anything else, that baby brother, he doesn't care. He's in his own world. He's in LaMelo's mind, he was supposed to be there. He was supposed to be around LeBron James. With the baby child, they don't care. I'm telling you. When I got to coaching high school football, it was the same thing. Halftime on Friday nights, halftime on Thursday. The little brothers then, they got on the field and had their competition in their games. They weren't worried about their bigger brothers playing. They weren't worried. It's the same thing in the NFL. If you watch the NFL games, what do the kids do? Halftime, boom, they take the field. They could care less if it's Tom Brady. So then you're asking this kid a question, and he's trying to tell you, I could care less back then. All right, let me finish the video. Thank you for tuning in with us also.
LaMelo, David Brennan with ESPN out here. What stands out about the time your brother played with LeBron? I know it was only about a half a season before he had that unfortunate ankle injury, but did you get excited seeing him teaming up and sharing the court with one of the better players in the league?
Oh, yeah, it was cool for him because I remember growing up, I think that was his favorite player. So to play with him, yeah, that was definitely cool. But like I said, around that time, I think that's when I was in Lithuania, somewhere far. So I wasn't really watching too much basketball or any of that sort.
Will you feel any sort of way sharing the court with LeBron this week?
Nah. I mean, I grew up a little different, not really on basketball like that. So
exactly what I expressed. He's telling us that.
It'd be cool.
Is there one guy that you looked up to growing up?
I mean, it was my pops, so I was big on family and stuff like that. Not really with the basketball.
See my point? They're getting upset because they can't pull a narrative that don't exist. And he keeps saying, my pops, my dad is the one that taught me the game. My dad is the one that taught me this. My dad, guess what? He didn't have a need to look at a superstar or an athlete as a hero. His dad was his hero. Why can't media accept that? Why? His dad is his hero. But you want to make his dad to be the villain, so then you want to make him look up to these other guys, and he doesn't need to because his dad was there. See what you looked at the ball. You looked at Ball in the Family, which was a show, which was scripted. And some people took it literally. You can't. But you know what? Thank you for being a part of our channel today. Make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, and also hit that bell so you'll be notified when we upload new content. Thank you. You're amazing. You do an incredible job. There's some things coming down the pipe, and we hope you stay a part of us, and we appreciate all your comments. Have an amazing day.